Hello art journalists, this is Natalie from NK Design. I finished one of my art journals and I thought you might like a flip through. I bound this art journal myself. It's 300 GSM hot pressed watercolor paper. For some of these entries I have art journal videos, so if you're interested, check out my YouTube channel. One of my favorite entries, watercolors and doodles with markers and pens. I always like to challenge myself, so this face I drew just with a felt marker pen. It's not my favorite, but hey, somehow you have to learn. This is the lighthouse in Byron Bay. I drew it with the Elegant Writer and it reacts to water, so you get all these amazing colors. And then there are days I simply want to play around with acrylic paints, jelly prints and collage. I don't know about you, but I struggle to finish challenges. But this watercolor challenge by Fox and Hazel, you find her on Instagram, was really nice and short. The first prompt was your name, and then we had circles. I love the textures and the colors. Then we had yellow and autumn, but it's spring here in Australia, so I did that instead. Then we had orange, and I love how this one turned out. Never imagined I could do anything like this. The next one was splatters, and the last one was leaves. While I was successful with that mini challenge, it didn't happen with Inktober. I only did a few, but it was fun nonetheless. I decided to go along with the official prompts. And look at me, I drew a car. Who would believe that? I knew time would be a challenge, so I decided to divide up one page in smaller sections, and that worked out quite well. All the line work is done with Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pens or Zig markers. The coloring in is done with India inks or Copic markers. I have to admit, I find it quite challenging to draw small. I think that's something that I need to work on. The prompt for this one was rock, and I didn't have a clue what to draw until my husband came up with the idea to draw a diamond ring. Well, the coloring with the India inks caused no problems. The Copic markers bled through to that page. It's a shame, but oh well, it's just my art journal. Love my fallen angel. The next one was jump. I did that again with my Elegant Writer. My daughter has been dancing for years, so that's where the inspiration came from. The next one was transport, but I didn't want to draw a car or a plane or something again like that, so I drew a horse instead. Something new I tried out here is cross-hatching for the shading. Yes, I have some seepage from the last page that I did, but again, it's just my art journal, so it's not a big problem. And here is my last Inktober entry. It's not my favorite. I don't like it at all. It's colored in with dilution inks and it's a little bit too bold for me. And there we are at my last entry. During Inktober I spilled black ink and I had it everywhere, even on the cover. Oh, that's a good opportunity to go for a more grungy look, right? The fabric is orange in color, so I decided to stay in that color range and used orange and yellow. For contrast, I used a turquoise and I used that with a stencil by Kaisercraft. The black stencil is by Stencil Girl. With a black pen, I write the addition on the spine and I am done. I hope you have enjoyed this flip through. I see you next time. Until then, happy arting!